Hi, guys. This is Christine, your relationship and mindset master doctor, and your leverage for change. So, today I want to address the question: are you teaching others to disrespect you? I did a previous video along these same lines, but I wanted to address it because I'm bringing in some additional information that I think might be useful to someone who's really looking, who's not really certain if this person is really disrespecting them. Because as as you know, people will cloak disrespect in many forms, and may even blame you and try to put you down or say that you're too sensitive when you respond and say, no, I'm not going to tolerate that, I don't like that, stop doing that. Right? So I want to kind of bring a lot of more of these pointers to you to share with you, so that you can kind of understand if somebody is trying. Are you teaching someone to disrespect you? Are you teaching others to disrespect you? Because a lot of times, guys, we believe that we have to remain quiet in scenarios where people are disrespecting you. You feel uncomfortable, right? And that is one of the first indicators that someone is disrespecting you. Okay? Now, a lot of people might say that you're too sensitive, but the fact is, if you're uncomfortable with what they're saying or doing, then that is your reality. And you have to protect yourself from that kind of emotional, physical, or whatever it is, kind of abuse from someone disrespecting you. Because, guys, the moment you remain quiet about what they're disrespecting or how they're disrespecting you, the moment you've given them permission to continue to disrespect you. All right. So if you take nothing else away from this video, I want you to recognize that the moment a lot of people are quiet because they want to go along to get along, or they're quiet because they think if they say something they're going to look too sensitive, or if they say something, or if they tell someone they don't like it, they're going to, it's like they're going to cause them to be angry or upset or whatever it might be. Well, they can be all upset if they want, because I'm going to say I don't like that. All right. And that I want you to come to the place where you recognize when you begin to feel uncomfortable, guys, that is when you know you're being disrespected. There's an inner thing inside of you that makes you feel these things, right? There's this inner thing that makes you feel uncomfortable when things are not is not something that's making you happy or uplifting you. It's rather degrading you and making you feel less than, and you don't want to encourage that. So some of the pointers I want to point out, guys, is that this person is consistently critical or rude. And a lot of times this person or whoever, these individuals, will play this off as jokes. They will say, "Oh, I was just kidding. Oh, I was just kidding. You're too sensitive," and you basically remain quiet. You may believe that by remaining quiet, you're taking the upper, you have the upper hand, in that you're strong, you're whatever it is. But they take that quietness as permission that that they can talk to you that way or do this thing to you anytime they want. So quietness to them, guys, means you're giving them permission to do it, to continue to do it over and over again. All right. So don't believe that when you're quiet means that you're somehow powerful and you're like, no. It means that you're giving them permission to continue to insult you, to degrade you, or whatever it might be, and it's okay with you. The next thing is that these individuals will do is that they will they will be with you on a date, or say you're with your partner, and they will be with you on a date, and they will overtly, I'm not talking about a little side glance or a little sneak peek, no, these people, right, will overtly look at another woman, knowing that you're seeing them looking at another woman, and they do it anyway. Guys, I remember I was with somebody I was dating once, and I was in a restaurant, and I couldn't believe it. There was a couple, uh, kind of like beside us, me and my date that I was with, and my date was in front of me that way, and the both men were sitting beside each other, and the women, me and the other lady that the other person brought, was sitting in this row. And so we were like, so I was kind of like straight, diagonal looking, and the man could look straight at me, right? It was one of the most uncomfortable things, because I mean, the man is with this woman and he is staring. I mean, sitting there, and he's just like staring. There was nothing hidden. It was not a little glance every now and again. The man was staring consistently for almost the whole time he was sitting there with his date. Now, I said to my date, by the way, do you see that man there? He says, mm-hmm. And I go, if I were that woman there, I would get up and walk out of that. I mean, that is so disrespectful. No, she stood there and she didn't say anything. She just sat there with him and eat, and he's staring at me, and she just sat there. And I'm going, why is she there? I mean, I would get up and leave right away, even if I had to walk home. I would I would not be sitting there with the person that I'm with, looking, I mean, ignoring me totally and looking at the other person ahead of me. That was so disrespectful. I mean, I don't know how that lady did it. Okay, I know how she did it. She just didn't value herself enough, or she was afraid this man is going to leave her, or she think that she couldn't probably get another date. All these kind of stupid reasons, guys. No, that's not going to work for me. So yeah, this is how people disrespect you, and when you put up with it, they'll keep doing it. I'm sure he does it again. He continued to do that same thing to her over, and I'm sure I wasn't the first one that he did it to while he was with her on a date. So this is how you teach people to disrespect you, guys. The next thing is that they may tease you about how you look. Oh, you have on too much makeup. Oh, but not in a nice way, to say, honey, you want to, whatever. Not, not in a way that's respectful and kind of like looking out for your way. It's more to degrade you. And so you might have on, why is your, what, I don't like that dress, go change it, or something. People do that and disrespect you. And if you allow that, it just becomes a pattern of behavior that they will continue to do over and over again, guys. So please do not remain quiet. Say, voice your disgust at this in a calm, classy way. You don't have to be all loud and nasty and raucous, right? That just pulls you down anyway with them, right? So you need to just say, or you just get up and leave. Just get up and leave. That says enough, right? The next thing they might do is wait a long time to return your text or your calls. And because what this does, guys, is they use that, some people will use that as a way to see how much they matter to you. So if you get all aggravated and upset that they didn't text you or call you in a certain time, they know they have that emotional thing there over you. They know that they have the power over you, right? And some crazy people do these things. So you have to be really have your boundaries up, guys, so that you do not allow these things to happen to you. And I'm talking about this in both male and female, right? Male and female relationships. The next thing is that they may ask that you drive all the time to meet them where they are. For example, say you're you're a good distance away from each other, then they may want you to be the one driving to come into their area all the time for dates. And usually the dates might be at their home, because of course they're there, right? So if you find this is a way of disrespecting you, right? Because they're thinking that, especially if it's a man, guys, especially if it's a man, I'm sorry, but I still believe that men should take the lead in that kind of a thing, and offering to be the ones to come and pick you up. and do that kind of stuff. And I'm not saying that if it's way out that you come and you drive 4 hours to come pick you. First of all, you shouldn't even be dating in that if you're going to see. As far as I'm concerned, I'm not into long distance dating. That's why I would never do that. But if you find the person is always saying that you should be the one to come to them, that's disrespecting you. They may even ask you to send them pics of a sexual nature. For example, I remember I was on a thing one time, on a dating app one time, and this individual asked me to send a picture that I had not posted on on my thing. I guess he thought I was going to send him some sexy picture or something like that. I sent him a picture of me laughing in the park, sitting, playing with the rabbits. That's the picture he got, right? So people will actually ask you to send you pictures of a sexual nature. And after that picture was there, that was the last I had to do with him, because I realized what he wanted, right? The next thing was they will tell you what to do. They want to control you, to dictate what you do, when you do it, why, how you do it. That is disrespectful, because they're not giving you your autonomy to do things you want, or what they're really trying to do is to be controlling and to control your life. They may even disrespect you in ways like they will be talking about their past relationships, their past girlfriends in front to you, and how this past girlfriend may have been good, or this past boyfriend did this, and how this past girlfriend did that, and how this past boyfriend was handsome, and how this past boyfriend was this, or all that kind of stuff. That's disrespectful, right? Then just leave. Don't, if this person's not giving you what they want, don't even be with them, instead of telling them what this past person did and this past person did. Well, be with the past person, right? The next thing they may disrespect, the next way they can disrespect you is to expect you to pay for your date for dates. Even, I'm sorry. Even if I can pay for my dates, and even if I will contribute later on in the relationship, I believe it's a man's responsibility, right, to pay for dates. Don't ask the person on a date if you cannot pay for it. Sit your butt home and watch TV. Why you want to go on a date and ask the person to pay for a date, especially a woman? You're not a man. You're not a gentleman. I'm not sure what you are, but that wouldn't be the kind of person that I'd want to be going out with anyway. Because even if I can do it, it's just gentlemanly to be the person. You're the male. I'm sorry, but all this this female thing, even if I was a millionaire, zillionaire, or kabillionaire, whatever it might be, I would expect the man to pay for my dinner. If they're going to invite me out, I expect the person to pay for my dinner. I'm sorry. Many men may not like that, or many women who do this kind of a thing will now support the man, and then they disrespect them anyway because they feel that I don't know. But anyway, that's my deal. You can do what you want. They may make decisions and will not include you, even though the decisions include you. What they're going to do or what's going to happen is going to affect you. They will not discuss that decision with you. You have no say, basically. That's disrespecting you, right? They may suggest last minute dates, and you are so happy, you go, oh yes, I have a date for the weekend, I have a date for the night. At that same time, you have a date after they've maybe checked out 50 million other people before, and they just couldn't get anyone else. So you are there, and so they say, okay, Friday night at 10 o'clock, I'll call you and say, oh, do you want to go for a drink? Right? That's disrespectful. Another thing is, if you go to a restaurant, they will just start ordering for you without asking you what you want. They'll just take over the order, and they don't even want to say, would you like me to order for you? Nah, they just start saying, okay, get 2 of this, 2 of that, or whatever it might be. Nah, that's disrespectful, okay? They will also say, somebody who is going to disrespect you will say inappropriate things about sex or your body, or and what they're doing is to gauge your response to how you respond to it. And if you just sit there and take it and smile and go then they will just keep doing it because they think you're stupid anyway, because oh, she'll put up with that, oh, so I can do it more, yay. The next way that they can disrespect you is by giving you nicknames that are derogatory and really not nice, not nice, cute nicknames that they're trying to build a kind of a, you know, kind of a thing with you, but derogatory, nasty nicknames, you know, that make you feel less than, really, and degrade you. All right, don't put up with that, guys. They will shame you or criticize you or tease you about something about yourself so you can feel uncomfortable. They may say your voice is too squeaky, or it's too low, or it's too this, or your eyes are whatever, or your teeth are this, or whatever, or your hair is this, or your body look like this, or your something. They will degrade you in a way, and watch your response. And if you allow them to do it, guys, they will just continue to do it. So these are ways that you are teaching people to disrespect you. And the reason why I say that you're teaching them is that once you allow someone to get away with doing that and in disrespecting you in one incident, they're just going to, you've given them free reign. That's what you've done. You've given them free reign to do this over and over again because they think it's okay. And now, after the 10th time they do it and you say, don't do that again. Don't do that again. I don't like it. Oh, but you didn't complain before. Why are you complaining now? Why are you so miserable? Why are you being so bitchy? See? So stop it as soon as they start, stop it right there. And if this is and it's good, guys, because guess what? If they start doing this at the beginning of your date, or even in, you know, while they're getting to know you, this might not be the person that you want to be with. If they're going to make you to constantly degrade you and make you feel less than and damage your self-image and damage your self-worth, this may not be. So it's a good way to weed out the jerks and the disgusting people who you would not want to be in a relationship with anyway. All right, guys, so I hope that you learned something from this to be able to keep from being disrespected by people who will try. This is Christine, your relationship and mindset master doctor, and your leverage for change, guys. Also, make sure you check out. I have a new. I've just started offering new services of video consult. So this is private video consult, one-on-one with you and me, and it's much less expensive than if I were to do a coaching call with you or coaching session with you. So this provides you with the help that you may need on an individual basis, meaning you're having this problem with this relationship, you're having this problem with your job, you're having this problem with your family, you're having this problem with this, that, whatever it might be. You're feeling depressed, you're feeling low, what can you do to get out of that funk? I can help you with pretty much anything. My main goal is mindset, relationship, and anything to do with attachment styles and growth, and anything to do with just growing yourself to your highest potential. So I can help you with pretty much anything. And if I can't help you, I will let you know. All right. So what you do is you actually take a recording. Use your phone, make a recording of 10 minutes, guys, less than 10 minutes, please. And you make a recording of the issues that you're having, you're currently facing, the problems you're having, and how you want me to help you with this problem. I mean, what is it that you want me, from this response that I'm going to send to you, right? And I'll try to send that response. For what you do first, you send the video, upload it into an email, and send it to me at the email that I have in the description link below, leverageforchange@gmail, right? You upload it there and use an email, guys, that you check on a regular basis, because that is the email that I'm going to send a Stripe link to, which is how you're going to pay for that video consult, right? And once you pay for the video consult, I'll address the issues in your video, send my video back to you, and that's it. Simple, easy, and simple, right? So this is something else I figure that also coming up on the holiday when there's so many, other issues that come up in relationships and all the loneliness and all of this other kind of pain that we go through as individuals in our relationships or without relationships, that we go through during the holidays. It's further magnified during the holidays. And so I wanted to be able to help you guys to really just get through this season as well as any other situation that you may have that comes up. All right, so this is Christine again, your relationship and mindset master doctor and your leverage for change. Until next time, guys, keep growing. Bye-bye.